Money isn't real. Doesn't matter. It only seems like it does.
Welcome back to another edition of the Ruckus with Alex Himes. We are back in studio.
Hey.
And in studio today is a man that I found in Los Angeles. We'll get into the details in a moment, but without further ado, this is the actor, the baller, the Clipper youth coach, Phillip Brown.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Welcome
Nice
to the
meet
studio.
you. Yeah, I appreciate you having me on, man. Dope setup, bro. Like everything about it, man.
Okay,
There's a lot of swag in here.
quick question.
Yeah.
You like, did you watch anime growing up at all?
To a certain extent.
Dragon Ball Z?
I did, yeah, of course.
I got my SSJ2 Gohan over here.
Yeah. Y'all can't see it, but it is fire. Oh, yeah. You can move it. But, yeah, man. Happy to be out here. Appreciate you having me on. So
100%. So,
Yeah.
Phillip, I got to say, well, we'll start off like how I connected with you.
Sure.
Backstory, I used to train with a guy named Poncho Hodges, who I met off of Coach Up. Shout out to Poncho. Coach Poncho, the man. Shout out to his son, Josh Eustace, ex-Oklahoma City player. But unfortunately, because my career was cut short due to numerous injuries and the fact that I'm an unathletic white kid, I have reverted to the sports commentary side of things.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided to go on Coach Up one day and look at some of the local coaches and came across your profile and said, hey, come through. We'll do a show. And look what happens.
Hey, came through.
The beauty of the
Pulled up on
internet,
you.
right?
Pulled up on you real quick. Nah, that's awesome, man. Did you reach out to a lot of people, or was it just like, oh, this one guy looks interesting out of everybody?
So I went through 20 pages of people, right?
Okay.
I reached out to 5 people.
How high was I ranked? I'm curious to know. Like,
You were on page 3.
Jesus, I need to get my coach up stats up.
It wasn't based on that. It was based off of like area and reviews.
Okay,
That's
okay.
all it is. Like for me, it was 5 miles away from 90210. And then
Gotcha.
it was like, all right, extend it to 20 miles and see like
Mhm.
realistically who could be close,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah. And that's how it worked out. Okay. All right.
And here
Appreciate
we
the
are
reach
now.
out, man.
Yeah.
Glad it worked out.
So we talked a little bit before the show, but tell me, you were in Atlanta
Mm-hmm.
and now you're in LA.
Yep.
How the heck does that happen?
So after I got done playing ball over in France, I played 5 years over there professionally. I came back home and got a youth coaching job with the Atlanta Hawks. So then I looked forward to coming out to LA. So I just kind of networked, used LinkedIn and used my network with the Hawks to try to get some contacts out here. Ended up getting some contacts out here, and just kind of came out here and did the youth coaching with the LA Clippers this whole summer. So that's kind of how that move made. Then from there, I kind of did like an acting class, got some momentum with that. During that acting class, like the first couple of weeks, got approached by like a manager to get into like more acting and modeling things. And
Ooh,
then,
look at you,
Yeah,
big
nah.
man, making moves.
and then it kind of went from like, hey, let's do the summer in LA, have a good time out here, while still getting some more experience. Youth coaching with a different NBA franchise. Hey, let's try to stick it out and pursue acting and modeling while I'm out here, doing my basketball thing as well. So yeah,
Damn, man.
Crazy, yeah. Crazy
This
how
guy
it
wears
works.
like 15 different hats, people. I want you to know that.
Yeah, I've definitely brought that Southern hustle mentality out here. So I definitely have a couple different things that I do for work, I guess, And
See,
so,
this is why we vibe. I went to school in the South, from the South.
Yeah.
There it goes, people. Come on. So you were in France 5 years, you said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Out of all the teammates you had, the first person to come to mind, who was your favorite?
Probably my boy Udama Samaki. That was my second year in France. He really helped me out, and this is my big bro because he's a French player, but he played in the States, so he spoke good English. He knew the culture and stuff, so he really vibed. Yeah, and then I just talked to him today actually, so that
Oh, shout out right
that's
there.
that's why he's on my mind. Big OD man, 6'9" dude, huge man.
Okay, so my favorite, I can give you my favorite French player right now, right offhand.
Tony Parker,
No.
Batum.
No.
Don't tell me. Boris Diaw.
No, I love Boris. I love Boris. The fact that he does the like red wine before a game, like that kills me.
Yeah, opens up the blood vessels, man.
Yeah,
It's
like
good for you.
there was that routine. They were talking about like Tony P's routine, Tim Duncan's routine, and then Boris Diaw's routine, which was the red wine.
Did you see he had in his contract, like towards the end of his career, like if he came in under a certain weight, he got like a
Bonus,
$2 million
right?
bonus or like $500,000 bonus or something.
He didn't
like
hit
that.
it, did he?
Yeah, he would hit it every time. Yeah, he probably go hard like that last like month and get underweight.
Damn.
He had like checkpoints throughout the season, like beginning of training camp, beginning of the season, you know, halfway through the season, right before the playoffs, that type of thing.
Man, I wish in any contract that I get to have like some type of bonus like that, just like
To make sure you're in shape.
Yeah.
like extra.
Can I get mental shape where like I eat In-N-Out Burger like once a week and that be like a $255,000 bonus in like my contract?
Yeah, shout out In-N-Out Burger, maybe.
Bro, yeah, sponsor with In-N-Out. Let's go.
I would definitely eat a burger while having the same conversation.
Right? Okay, but my favorite French player, I'll give you a hint.
Hold on,
right?
Pietrus.
Damn it, yes.
See, I was going to get there.
He was with the Celtics, bro.
He was with Orlando, too.
He was better with Orlando?
Yeah, so that's where he really stuck out to me. I was just going to go down all the French players, actually.
How many more do you have left?
Gobert.
Okay.
What's the young kid from the Knicks that just got drafted? Frank
Ntilikina.
Yeah, Ntilikina. Excuse me. Frank.
Wait, Frank Ntilikina is French?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
I'm sorry, bro. I did not know that.
Who else? I just had another one, man, but you threw me off of not knowing that he was French.
Oh, no. I did know. I was thinking of Emmanuel Mudiay. That's what I was thinking.
No, from Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
He was with the Knicks.
Hold on. I got a few more. What's the guy that plays for Orlando?
Oh, Evan Fournier.
Yeah, Evan Fournier. My bad, bro.
I thought he was overrated. I'm
more.
sorry.
I think I have one more. I mean, he's doing work down there. Just not in a good situation down there.
But I feel like Orlando's just not a good situation
Yeah,
for players.
it is. Yeah, ever since Dwight left, it's kind of been in shambles ever since then. So
Yeah.
All right, we cut it short there. Yeah, you know,
I'm trying to think of other French players right now.
I have
like,
one more that I just can't get out of my.
DeJuan Blair, right?
Huh?
DeJuan Blair.
Wasn't he like from the islands or something? He was not French.
I'm almost sure that he's French. I'm gonna look it up right now. I could be wrong.
But I could go with Joachim Noah. I watched his dad in concert in France. His dad was like a famous French tennis player.
He is.
And now he's like a
actually.
famous French singer now. So
He's a famous French singer.
yeah, he
The
sings.
more you know. I knew he was an artist. I didn't know
I
that.
actually went to one of his concerts down in Mont-de-Marsan, like in the southern part of France. So,
All right, DeJuan Blair. Let's find out. Ready?
he's like Canadian or English or something.
Personal information. He's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Then why did I think he was French?
Mm-hmm. Blair is like the super like it would be an English name. He'd be like from England or something, if anything.
I'm a moron. I really thought this guy was French. There is nothing about France in his like Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
Man, damn, I played myself.
What's the young guy that was guarding Dirk the other day that's in the pictures? He's French.
The young guy guarding Dirk.
My phone's over
Which
there.
game?
The last one where he had that like the last home game. It was in a
Last-
famous picture. It was in a picture that's going to be famous for Dirk, you know, in the future. But he was against like another young French player. He played Pro A down by Mont-de-Marsan. Yeah.
Damn.
But anyways, yeah, that's a good bit. Like France was up there.
They're pushing up big guys.
They are.
Damn.
It's a launching pad. A couple people went through France too. They're not from France, but a couple people played in France before they coming over to the States. What's the guy that plays now for the Raptors that was with OKC? Big guy. Ibaka. He went through France. A couple more guys like that played in Spain that went over to France, and then, you know.
Damn,
yeah,
I did not.
Yeah, France is deep, man.
Damn.
France has good leagues. People underestimate their leagues. They have good leagues.
Man, I need to cut this bit out because I look dumbfounded right now.
No. It's, like you said, the more you know, man. I spent
Right?
like a
It's
reasonable
like the
amount of
rainbow,
time.
the
Yeah.
more you know.
Yeah, I spent a good time over there, man. I really got into the culture. Learned a lot about America by not being there and seeing it from a different light. So I got to see.
Crazy, right?
It is. So
I don't watch American news. I
No.
watch BBC.
BBC, yeah, it's probably like one of the best
Because
networks.
Okay, actually, that's a lie.
There's no spin on it.
There's no spin on it. But I do watch CNN, I watch Fox News, and then I watch BBC.
To get, and then land somewhere in the
My
middle.
God.
Yeah.
Well, and, like, you hear everything that is outlandish on two different spectrums, and not saying that CNN is always outlandish, but, like, to be fair, American media spins things the way they want.
Of course, to sell whatever, to sell to the audience and to get views. And
Yep.
You know, it's a big game.
Content.
Yeah.
Gary Vee said it best. And then you look at BBC and you're like, wait, that's...
Just what it is. Just throwing it out there plain and simple.
Yeah, like, wait, why were all these words put in there that made it sound like a horrendous event when it's just like, oh, it's just a peace treaty? Like,
right.
wait, what?
Why are we going to this extent? But yeah, so I spent 5 years over there. Really jumped into the culture, so I'm proud about that. And the fact that I was able to learn French, so I speak French fluently, read, write, and speak it.
You are making me feel dumber by the second.
No, I just took advantage of the opportunity. Like I said, I'm an opportunist, man.
I know one thing of French.
What's that?
Actually, I know two. One is like the most common thing everyone knows because of the Moulin Rouge song, but the second one is palm free.
Oh, yeah. All right, so explain to the people. I want to know if you know what it is.
French fries.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah! I'm not as ignorant as I come off to be.
No, man, that'll get you a lot, actually. Just go in there and ask for some pommes frites, man. You know the best French fries are actually from Belgium? Like, French people go to Belgium to get French fries.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
They're super good.
Like, is this like a known thing everywhere or a known thing in France?
Probably in France, but yeah, it's French people who has the best French fries. They say Belgium.
What? Oh my God, that hurts.
Yeah.
Oh man, my head is hurting.
Yeah.
Belgian French fries.
Yeah, they're really good.
Then why don't they call them Belgian fries?
Why do they call them French fries?
I actually don't know that one. I don't think French fries originated in France.
They did not. That's the point.
Didn't they originate in America though?
They did. There's like another way of doing fries. I guess I have no idea.
That's marketing at its finest, just putting another country's name in it.
Yeah, of course, it makes it sound like fancy or something. You know,
but it's not. It's just a fried potato.
French actually has like a big influence on American culture. Like we have still like French words that we use in our language, and then like if you want to seem fancy back in the day, you would
use French phrasing.
Yeah, you would speak in French and do all that stuff. Yeah.
You know, the first thing about French people that I learned when I was younger that I can like recall immediately was escargot.
Oh, you like snails?
I don't.
Have you tried them as an adult?
No.
Okay.
I
You should
have
try
not.
them, bro. They're
Okay.
They're all right. They're good. The sauces that you put on is mostly what you taste. Than the
Are they
actual...
cooked? Like very thoroughly cooked?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know how they prepare it. Like, actually, you can just get them in like cans. Like,
You can get
over there.
canned snails?
Yeah, and they'd be like the pesto sauce, and they're like all right, bro. I mean, but I think the thing that freaked me out after eating them, I could eat like a few of them, but like after a while, I was like, all right, I'm literally eating snails.
You're getting self-aware. It's like, that's a snail.
So like the taste didn't get to me, but the thought of eating a snail is what actually like took me overboard. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not trying to sound ignorant. I want to know though, are like slugs also brought into the escargot equation, or is it just snails?
I
Period.
think it's just snails because they usually have their shell on, I believe. Or yeah.
That sounds super ignorant, but I don't.
I have
know.
no idea either, man. I think you can get them both ways, but I don't think slugs. People eating slugs, they're like.
I feel like that doesn't make sense, but snails make sense.
Yeah.
Even though they're kind of the same thing. See, there's the cringe. There's the cringe. It's on camera.
No, but yeah. No, I had a lot of good food there. I think the best region that I've tasted food in is in the Southwest. Like I was living in wine country, like just south of Bordeaux. It's like an hour and a half, like north of Spain, and like 45 minutes from the Atlantic Ocean. So like we're right in that little nook right there.
Gotta be
shout out
beautiful.
Mont-de-Marsan.
Shout out Mont-de-Marsan.
That was good. That was it. Yeah, it was really good food down there. Like they have ducks down there, so you know like pate and like duck heart was actually really good.
I've never had duck.
Yeah, duck in itself is really good. And then they have like the foie gras, which is like illegal here in the States because you have to like force feed like the ducks enough to get them fat enough to get like the fat off of, and that's what foie gras is, like duck fat.
The irony, yet we fill up all of our other animals with GMOs and all this crap, and we eat it anyway. Shout out to McDonald's.
And so I actually got to see the process of it being done. Well, I guess like my ex-girlfriend, her dad was a duck farmer. So like we would go up there to his
That's
farm.
wild.
Yeah, and like actually see it, like really like I said, I was like really into the culture, man. Like I really.
Was it like playing duck hunt on a?
Oh no, you don't.
Consoles?
No, they have like a duck farm, so it's like a big like.
Is it like
open-
an ethical thing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is it like?
Yeah, that's why it's not ethical in the States to like force feed ducks to like their.
Were they force feeding them at this place though?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what.
Yeah, so like it's legal there. Like you can do that. So.
Because it's a delicacy.
It is. It's like part of their culture.
Oh, I just remembered, by the way.
What's up?
We were on the subject of the Clippers youth coach thing.
Yeah, switch back.
Turn back. Last night, I was there.
What are we looking at?
Ralphie Ralph's last game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You were telling me that. I was looking at the screen. Yeah, you were telling me at the game, man. How was it?
It was a good game.
It was
I
a good
mean,
game?
for like...
Was he speaking on the loudspeaker? Or
He was speaking on the loudspeaker, but he was also doing the halftime stuff. Like,
Yeah,
they gave
okay,
him a
so you
speech
did
at
get to
halftime.
see him. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's fire, man. Good way for him to go out.
He's been the one highlight for the Clippers.
Yeah.
No.
What? They were like number one in the Western Conference for like a long time.
And we're
Y'all are in the playoffs.
rings.
Oh, you meant like that. Okay, I thought you meant like
Yeah.
this season. Like him retiring was the biggest thing of the season. My bad.
No. I mean for the last 40 years period. Like,
yeah.
like
He's
championships. Like he's the thing
He's
that's
synonymous
synonymous
with them. Yeah.
Bingo.
I got you. We're on the same page now.
Yeah.
My bad, big dog.
Plus, I got to show love to the Clippers because they got Shea Gilchrist-Alexander, UK guys. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't going to hate on them, especially with Mo Harrell. Mo Harrell went to Louisville. And
Yeah. I like him. I like his game.
See, like, for me, the way I look at it is if you make it out of Kentucky, even if you're from Louisville, you made it to the NBA, and you made it out of Kentucky. Like,
Right.
I get it. It's a struggle. So if you do it, I'm a root for you.
Okay.
Terry
Off
Rozier,
rip.
Mo Harrell, Shea, James Young, even though he's not in the league anymore, Devin Booker.
All those guys.
Yeah, all of them. Any of them.
Kentucky,
I'll
you keep
rep them.
going. You can keep going and going.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing. Like, we're stacked. And we
Yeah,
should have
but
won
they
this
recruit
year.
one and done's like
Not as much, though. Not as much.
what?
Think about it.
Like
Think about
the other
last
year
couple
they
of
had like
years.
8 first-round picks or something like that. 6
The year that
first-round picks.
Bledsoe came out. But that was also the year that they had AD. Like, it's different, man. Like,
I think it's starting to catch up, man. But yeah, I would definitely, as more teams are starting to accept one and dones, like you saw, like Duke this year have a couple.
that's
one
the
and dones.
thing.
Like they have to start incorporating this philosophy into their recruiting style, or they're gonna get left behind. You know, and they're not getting these top picks like Duke's accustomed to getting, because most of you guys are one and done. But yeah, I would definitely, if I was a 5-star pick in high school and Calipari said, "Yeah, I want you to come to my school," I would go.
Yeah.
Like his recruiting technique is like, hey, look at my track record. If you come to my school and you do what I say, you'll have a chance to go, lottery pick.
Yeah. That's what he
It's
tells
like-
all these kids. He tells
Yeah, of
them.
course. And I'd be like, yes. And that's why he can get these kids to buy into his philosophy in 1 year and play as a team, because they know if I don't do this, coach is going to take me out and he has another 5-star coming and get my time. So he has like control over these guys that are really here for their own interest, but he can transform that into a team concept. And it's like really incredible what he's doing, getting these guys to commit to him for 1 year. And if I'm a kid, I'm definitely going all out for this guy. Like, all right, all coach says is I have to do this, and this, and I'll make it to the league. Yes, I'm gonna do exactly what he says. So
He tells most of these kids, like, after, like, if they're one and dones, he tells them, look, you've done good here.
thank you. Yeah,
But, like, go make your money. Like,
Right.
this is
this is your opportunity.
yeah, like, this is your time.
Mm-hmm.
You can stay another year, potentially get injured and lower your value.
Right.
But you are, like, a number 1 pick right now, like with AD, that type of thing. Like, go get your money.
But then you have like these guys that went to this program and come back and tell a young recruit on the recruiting visit, like, hey, if you have Anthony Davis coming into your recruiting visit and telling you, like, hey, yeah, just listen to coach, man, go hard. Like, if you want to come here, like, he'll get you to the NBA.
And that's the ultimate recruiting
Yeah, like,
pitch.
what are you talking about?
How you gonna turn that down?
Like, what? Anthony Davis, like, MVP candidate who went there for 1 year and is doing all this stuff, is telling me he's, crediting coach for at least some part of his, evolution into the NBA. Like, yes, I'm going with this school,
You can literally have Devin Booker, DeMarcus Cousins, Eric
Yeah,
Bledsoe,
yeah, I
any
just
of
threw
these
out
dudes.
one name, but yeah, it's a plethora of guys. Rondo. Even, if you want to go back to his coaching stable, you can even go D Rose. Those Memphis guys. You know, remember that tournament?
Yeah,
They just
man.
couldn't hit no free throws.
I'm rooting for Derrick Rose. I can't help it. Like, any guy that comes back from bad injuries, like, I feel like it was the same thing with Gordon Hayward this year. Like, don't get me wrong, you can hate the Celtics, but you're rooting to see this guy at least play.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I think he got too much leeway coming back in. I think they should have
Hayward?
worked him. But yeah, I think they should have worked him back in. He wasn't. I think he needed that year to adjust. If he's going to ever get back to his platform, this was like the fill out year. He played the whole year. He didn't get injured. He didn't seem scared his first game back in. He said it seemed like, riding the bike, jumping back on, which is all positive things. But he shouldn't have been getting some of those minutes that he was getting.
Shouldn't have been a starter.
Yeah. And then that messes with those young guys' heads who took their team to, the Eastern Conference Finals and everything.
10 minutes from an NBA Finals appearance.
Yeah. No, those guys battled it out. They took, Cleveland to the wire. But yeah, that's gotta mess with those young guys' heads. Like, we did this without all these stars. They come back in messing up our team.
Yeah.
Like,
Look, there isn't enough
what's my
balls going
credit at?
around.
Yeah.
Terry Rozier drops it was a triple-double for his first start, and then he has a 31-point game.
Right.
Guy, then with the Celtics, they're like 10-2 without Kyrie Irving this year.
Mm-hmm.
I've said from the jump that Kyrie Irving doesn't look like he wants to be there. And because of that, the Celtics should let him go. Re-sign Scary Terry.
Yeah.
Run with that team.
I think part of the thing is, I think the thing that was telling about him was when he apologized to LeBron, it's like, I didn't know what it was really like to have my own team. So that kind of tells you where his head's at, in my opinion. But yeah, shout out Kai and shout out his teammate. But yeah, man, I think
Notice how I turned my head? I didn't even look to give that one. Shout out to the Boston Celtics. It's a team effort. Marcus Smart is down with the torn.
They are like 7 to 8 deep,
We're 10-12 deep, man.
What? Who they got after 8?
All right, let me give you their players. You got Tatum, you got Rozier, you got Smart, you got Morris, you got Daniel Tice, who does play good minutes. A guy out of Germany who's for the Celtics off the bench, number 27.
Yeah, the big guy.
Power forward.
Yeah, I got who. Yeah.
You have
He's solid. Yeah, okay, I'll give you them.
Jaylen Brown. Who else have I mentioned?
The big guy, what's his name?
I mentioned Tice. I meant the center, Al Horford.
Yeah, Horford. I can never think of his name.
Off the bench. They signed Jonathan Gibson for the rest of the year, who is actually a good three-point shooter and consistently healthy. Hayward, that's 10 right there.
Yeah.
Kyrie, that's 11. I didn't even mention those guys.
Right, you didn't mention the stars really. You went bench first, but
yeah.
Fair enough.
Who else? I know that there are other dudes on there because this is the team I love.
They have a great young core. They have good veterans. Or great veterans. I'm not trying to, but they have like veterans. They have a young core. They have a good coach, and they have a great organization. Like, we're expecting now to be number 1 seed in the East, man. I don't even know if they'll make it out of the East. Who do you have coming out of the East?
Coming out of the Eastern Conference, I've said all year long that it would be the Boston Celtics. But if it's not the Celtics, it's the Toronto Raptors.
What are the Bucks ranking that? Are they behind the 76ers?
The 76ers are going to, I don't want to say they'll lose in the first round because I like Brooklyn.
What's that matchup?
Brooklyn, Philly. And that's the best matchup of the first round.
Is who got hurt? Is Spencer hurt? Did Spencer get hurt?
No, I think Spencer's back.
Okay. Yeah, like I like Nets, but they're not there yet.
No, I think that'll be a 6-game series that the Sixers win.
Yeah, I can see that. So I think they get out of that. How far do you have the Bucks going? Giannis, is that your MVP? Oh, we'll get in that. Who do you got come out East?
No, I'll give you that one. Giannis is my MVP. Like,
is he?
I think James Harden's overrated. I've said it from the get. And
my man averaged 36 and 7.
Yeah, but half of those points come off of
free throws.
No. Half of them come off of missed traveling violations almost every time.
That's not him calling the game. What does that have to do with him, though? If he can exploit the rule.
I can still take it against the player.
If you can exploit the rule, why is that a bad thing?
When you're exploiting it so evidently and you are taking advantage of it to such a major degree. I think on some of the possessions, I'm not saying all of them. I'm not going to do that because he has mastered that art, right? I'm not going to discredit that. But I do think on a fair amount of them, he does travel.
Yeah, but who else doesn't travel in the league?
On plays that are so evident. Like, think about it. How many guys have that type of style and have the word travel associated with them to the degree that James Harden does? No one else has that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, fair.
And plus, I'll level with you. I have Russ as a higher MVP candidate than James Harden solely because you average
you
a
have
triple
Russ
double.
over
Harden?
No.
Giannis? No.
No.
Giannis number 1.
Over Paul George.
Giannis number 1. I have Paul George and Russ as 1A, 1B.
From the same team.
That's the thing.
Fair.
Because
but look what Harden did while his other co-star was out. He stepped up and carried the team, right?
I mean,
he almost averaged. He was averaging like 40.
Like I said, man, I think
for like a stretch, bro. Come on.
I want to see him, and I guess you could say I'm kind of hating because I am in a sense, but like, I don't think that he should have. I don't think he should have been MVP last year, 1,000%. LeBron averaged career highs and career low minutes.
LeBron's an MVP candidate every season. So
they're
not going to give it to him every season, bro.
No, but that year,
that's just fair.
That year in particular, last year in particular, was LeBron's best statistical year in career low minutes. Like that's
sufficient year.
Yeah, like at the oldest age in his career on a team that wouldn't have been. Yeah, like
I got you.
That to me, that's why he was MVP.
That means a lot.
And this year, Giannis is the MVP.
Why? Because his team number 1.
His team is number 1, and he
stepped up in the void, man. Like LeBron left the East and went to the West and left this void of who or what team was going to step up and win. And he, I called it though on my other podcast. Shout out Box Out Basketball. Shout out my boy Andy Rodman. Yeah, on my other podcast, I called it. I thought, he was going to be the MVP of the year. And he stepped up because he was talking crazy this summer, like working out. Like, he's all in about basketball.
Dude, that photo of him ripped?
Yeah.
I thought it was Photoshopped.
No, that kid is a monster.
And also, guys, don't forget that you can catch the podcast available right now on all streaming services. Just search The Ruckus with Alex Himes. We'll catch you next week, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good one.
Money isn't real. Doesn't matter. It only seems like it does.